Yes, you can assume that. You just want to make sure that the user gives an input. Yes, he wants to know that. Yeah, correct, but still let me check whether we have anything in the training app or not. Okay, well, I think we can. Yes, so this is an example of pop-up. So when you click on the Action tab and you click on you want to click a new person. Okay, new person means you are creating a new object of the AP person entity. Okay, so when you're clicking on a new person, you can see that you have this editable screen, right? So if you have to provide this information and if you'll click on the OK button or Cancel button, it will take you back to the previous screen on you. Okay, so you can see here there is a screen. Return to addresses means it will take us back to the previous screen once we update this. So this is an example of pop-up in Guidewire. Okay, as soon as we click on OK button, it will take us to the address from which we have started, from where we have started. Okay, and if you want to see the pop-ups from here, it will be coming in a pop-up. Okay, so we have multiple type of pop-ups, maybe contact detail pop-up. Okay, so if you want to see this pop-up new person, pop-up right. So new person pop-up Control-Shift-M. Is it not a contact pop-up? Okay, maybe contact search, maybe contact detail pop-up. No, it's not that. We need to check now here. Okay, I'll check it with using Alt-Shift-W. New contact pop-up. Okay, so I'll search it here. Okay, yeah, this one. So it's just a PCF file. Yes, so by defining it as pop-up, or is there any special configuration? Yeah, there is a special configuration for it, suppose. So what is the speciality of this? Once you define something as pop-up, right, so it will have this section for the link to the previous screen. Okay. Otherwise, if for normal PCF file, it will not have the link to the previous screen. Okay, and if you are done with saving the data on this particular PCF file, right, it will automatically direct you to the previous screen. But if you will save the data in the detail view, right, it will not take you to the previous screen automatically, right? So that's the difference. So if we have some such type of requirement, we use pop-ups. Otherwise, we can use normal primary containers. It's a small difference. We in the real-time projects. We don't create new pop-ups. Actually, a client doesn't have much of the requirement on creating new pop-up or something. What we have got will do is, we'll just create a detail view, and if there is a customization from the earlier already present pop-ups, right, we can do the customizations. I do not remember any requirement till now, right, where we are adding a new pop-up. It's very little. Okay, moving next. We have worked about the pop-up now. Okay, we'll talk about this worksheet later, because I don't want to talk, just talk about it. I want to just show. I want to show it, so we'll take a note of it. That we have for worksheet we have still pending, and we'll be covering it when we'll be covering the Claimcenter. Okay, when we'll be covering the Claimcenter function, right? So during that we'll discuss about the worksheet, because we have in Claimcenter, we have so many examples of worksheet means for activities generation, right when we create an activity. So it is created in a worksheet. Okay, now forward. Forward is something if you want to just go from one screen to other screen right using a link. Suppose, if you want to add a link, right, and we just want to add a text here. In the screen, and that text will take us to some different screen in the My Application. So we will mention it as a forward, okay, because whatever we are talking about here, right, these locations, so location will help us navigating throughout the application. So you can see. So location group is also for the navigating applications wizard is also going from one screen, taking us from one screen to another screen, right with the next and previous buttons. Pop-up is also helping us to navigate to the page, and then, when we are saving the data, it will navigate to the previous page automatically. Right. So these are the navigation options, and exit point is something, suppose, if you want to have it integrate means. Suppose there is a button OK inside this. Inside this application, there is a button that Open Claimcenter. Okay, see this contact, suppose in the summary DB we have. So we are seeing the contact here, right? That contact is having a name. All these information. This contact might be present in Claimcenter also. Okay, that can be a chance. So there might be a button where we would be writing that, see this contact in the Claimcenter. When we will click on this button, it will take us to the Claimcenter screen. Okay, if we have such kind of requirements, wherein we are leaving our application and we are going to the different application screen. In that case, we will configure the exit points OK. So these are the high level. So forward is kind of going to a different page in the same application, but exit is correct. Correct exit point is exiting the current application and opening the page of different application. Okay, so we have few examples of forward in the application in the Claimcenter also. So when we are going through the Claimcenter, application right. So we can see all those examples there. Okay, so any questions up till here, if you have? No, okay, otherwise we'll go forward. And how to create a detail view. Okay, so PCF file which we are creating, right, the drag and drop PCF file, so you could see. Automatically a text file, for it would already be generated. Okay, so when you have to check in the code, right, when you have to check in the code in the Git, so you will be checking in this XML file. You might have a question that, okay, how you will check in this particular PCF file? Right, you don't have to check in this particular PCF file. In the backend, this PCF file, there is a text content which is already created automatically. So you need to check in this text file. Automatically created text file.